Hello everybody at GM Games, it's CoachFury here today, and I'm back with episode 5 of our Let's Play series with the Utah Jazz, and it is playoff time. Today we're going to be focusing on the first round of our playoff matchup against the Phoenix Suns. We ended the season fairly well, 52 wins, 30 losses I think it was in the end, and we're going to be focusing on seeing whether we can get out of the first round in our first season and get that one step closer to bringing John Stockton and Karl Malone that championship ring that they never got. So we recapped a little bit about the Phoenix Suns last time, but they're predominantly led by Jay Humphries and Larry Nance. So in terms of how we're going to focus on this, as I mentioned last time, I've thought about it a little bit more, and we're going to keep our strategy as is, but we're going to basically tell Mark Eaton, our best defensive centre, to mark Larry Nance, and for Karl Malone to mark James Edwards for the first game, and see how that goes. Whether that works or not, we don't know. My thought is that Mark Eaton's a better defensive player than Karl Malone, so why not put Mark Eaton on their best offensive threat and force James Edwards, who is a good scoring centre, but he's not as good as Larry Nance. Karl Malone should be able to hold his own against him. I was just concerned that Malone, being a rookie, doesn't quite have the experience. And I know experience kind of matters in this game when it comes to playoff time. So I know that Mark Eaton is a little bit older. He's got a couple more years in the league. He's better defensive ability. So hopefully he can hold Nance at bay and we can basically neutralise their front court threat so that the likes of Dantley can kind of take over for us and do that. So for those of you who are watching this on the channel, who haven't watched any of my episodes on my own channel, the way I tend to do the playoffs is I tend to sim through, depending on if we get any crucial games, then we'll go in and we'll watch the game probably in a lot more slower motion than we normally do when we're kind of flying through the seasons and watching it. So let's crack on and let's see how we get on, see if we can get out of this first round, or whether we get blown out 4-0 and end up with our towels between our legs and back into the off season, but in our first year. So let's see. First up though, in terms of the way the game works, it obviously runs the Eastern Conference playoff games first and then the Western Conference, or a mixture of both, but in this time it looks like all the Eastern Conference games are first. So let's see how they go and recap them before we look at our own game. So in terms of how the first game went, it looks like every single team held home court advantage for the Eastern Conference. The Philadelphia 76ers, Atlanta Hawks, Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks all held home court advantage in their first game. So not a lot to write home about there. So let's go on to our first game and see how we get on. Okay, looks like a good start for us. 136-117 against the Suns. Let's see how we got on. Yeah, okay, good. So Mark Eaton managed to foul out Larry Nance. Well, it looks like Karl Malone probably fouled out Larry Nance, I would imagine. But we managed to hold him on the other end, just 12 points, and essentially forced James Edwards to try and win the game on his own. He looks like he couldn't necessarily do that, despite a pretty good shooting performance actually from him. And as I kind of said in the last episode, I think the key factor for us in this one is that we've got Dantley, who is just such a good scoring wing, and the Suns simply just don't have anyone like that. And as it's kind of proved, he's put up 25 points in this game, player of the game with 10 assists and 7 rebounds. So a good start from us here. Let's see if we can hold that home court advantage in our next game. As we go, obviously, from game 1 to game 2, we'll just check our injuries to see if we've got any. We've got one to Scurry, who's out for 12 days. Okay, so we're going to have to take him out of the lineup, but that's okay, because I think what we'll do is we will say to Dantley, you play that minute there, but Thurl Bailey can come in there, and you can play that minute there, and Thurl Bailey can come in there. We're just going to run this probably a slightly tighter rotation than we normally do. You come out there and you go in there, because I don't really want to have to put in someone like Mannion in the rotation, because his defensive ability is such a liability. We will leave him up here just so we have got someone. I mean, we could always put in Hanson, but Hanson's obviously covering the shooting guard position at the minute, so we don't really want to do that. So game 2. Let's see if we can hold home court advantage against the Phoenix Suns. Oh, I don't think we did. Oh, the Suns have scraped out with 145 point, massive game. It went to overtime as well. Oh, Larry Nance just decided to go completely nuts on us. So that rotation strategy didn't quite work for this game. Karl Malone only playing 23 minutes as well. I wonder if he hit an injury as well, because it looks like Green didn't play many minutes either. He hit foul issues. Okay, so 1-1 as we go back into our third game away on the road now. We definitely need to get a win now on the road. Let's have a look. Okay, so John Stockton has got an injury, which is not great. So he's out for 12 days. Injuries are piling up already. We haven't even got into the playoffs, guys, and injuries are hitting us hard. So, what do we do? AI, what are you suggesting? Okay. I don't really want to have to play Boston any more minutes than I necessarily need to. Gonna have to run you. I'm sorry, Ricky Green, you're gonna have to run a lot more than that. Same with Hansen, you're gonna have to play a lot more. And who's gonna come in as guard? Yeah, you're not gonna be able to play, so you're gonna be out injured with a. Oh, he's only got a sprained finger. I wonder if you can play with a sprained finger. I assume he can. Don't you? I'd assume he can play. He probably won't be able to shoot as well. I would expect him to be able to play. Scurry is out for a strained knee, so we still need to find some replacements for Scurry. I think we just run Dantley some extra minutes. And as I said last time, we just basically run Malone some more minutes, I think, this time. Just gotta go through it and just make sure they play as many minutes as possible. I think that's the key. Oh. Yeah, you can go sub out rate 60. We're gonna have to really, really abuse these guys, unfortunately. Don't care if you're really knackered, you're gonna have to play, I'm afraid. You can come in at 80. 75. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to go with. We're going to just go basically starting 5 heavy. In terms of strategy, I might mix this up and put you back on Edwards and you back on Nance and see how that goes. Okay, first up we've got Eastern Conference. So pretty much everyone held home court in the Eastern Conference. So no upsets there yet at the moment. Celtics, looks like a couple here. 76ers have gone 3-0 up. Celtics have gone 3-0 up. The other two have held their home court. So still a couple to play for there. So we head into a crucial game 3 against the Phoenix Suns for us. Can we nick a win away from home? Okay, we've got an invalid roster. I'm guessing Stockton can't play with a sprained finger. Really? Tape it up. Tape it up. Okay. Fine. Let's quickly adjust this so that we can then find someone to take over Green's minutes at point guard and at shooting guard. Right, so Hansen, you're going to have to play more minutes. You're going to have to start for us, I imagine. Who on earth is going to play shooting guard whilst he's out? You can come in and play shooting guard, and Bailey can play more minutes. Why not? Let's do that. Point guard, unfortunately, you're going to have to play some minutes there. Boston, you're going to just have to I hate using the low end of the bench. It's not good enough. Where's my shooting guard? So yeah, I quite like the idea of putting Dantley in the shooting guard, actually. Might cause a bit of a mix up for them. Small forward Bailey, you're going to come in there. And then, yeah, you go in there. And you go in there. In there. Need the point guard in here. Ugh, do I really want... don't really want that. I'd rather you play there and then play there. And Stockton... out you come. So Hanson's going to go in at shooting guard. Stockton, you're going to come right out of the rotation because you're injured. I can't believe you're not playing without a sprained finger. That's crazy. Yeah, you're going to have to play like 60 or something. You need to come out, otherwise you're going to be knackered here. So you come up there. And small forward, in you go there. Yeah, and then you run the whole fourth quarter in at shooting guard. This is tight now. This is crucial. Game 3 on the line here. Oh, I think we've nicked the win. I think we've nicked it. Oh, we have 6 points as well. Dantley with 31 points. Look at that. Yes. Hanson had a good game as well. It looked like it worked. We managed to limit Nance and Edwards, sorry, to not that many. Nance didn't get much of the ball. That was crucial. Massive win there. Massive win there. We take sort of a small advantage into our next back-to-back game against them on the road. Hopefully no more injuries. Thank goodness. I don't think we're going to change anything. I think we're happy with that. See if we can pull out and go 3-1 ahead. Oh, I don't think we have. No, we lost by 8. So both teams have split a home advantage here. So we're going to go back home to see if we can get the job done. Dantley trying to put up 36 points just was not enough. We just couldn't slow Nance down, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like Malone hits foul trouble as well. So did Green and so did Hanson. Just didn't have enough there. Okay, so we head back over to the Eastern Conference now. Pacers, Knicks and the Pistons, Hawks all tied up. Both holding home court advantage, I think. And looks like the Hawks and the Knicks have held on to home court there. So we head back into our crucial game 5 now. At home. Can we get it out? Can we win it out? Get us one game closer. Yes, look at that. That's a relief. We've held that. So Malone struggled again against Nance. Edwards as well. Both basically all of their points are coming in from within these two players. That's where the battle is. And then if we can hold them, we haven't really been able to do it here. But if Dantley can go off, then we have a chance really. Wow, God, this is blimey. This is draining. So Eastern Conference, can the Hawks and can the Knicks win out the series, or will any of those go to a game 7? Okay, so it looks like Knicks, Indiana's gone to a game 7. The Hawks have managed to beat the Pistons though, so they are through. Yep, so just one game 7 in the Eastern Conference, and we head up to our game now. So essential, huge game 6 here against the Suns. Can we win it on the road, or do we have to come back and try and win it at home? So we've got Boston out with a sore hand. We've got injuries are piling up for us. I think Boston can probably still play, I think, with a sore hand. Sprained finger, I don't actually know. We have to put someone else in there. I'm not sure whether he can actually play like that. It's interesting. He's red. That means he's out. Oh, he's probable. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, okay. So Stockton is out with a sprained finger. Okay, so just a sore hand. He can play. So I think we'll leave Boston in. I think we're going to just run with this lineup, guys. Strategy-wise, do we want to swap these guys around? So look at what are the stats telling us. What are they telling us for the playoffs? Let's see. How have we been doing? I want miscellaneous ones. So Malone has just been basically scored on at will against Nance, whereas Eaton has been much better defensively. No surprise there. I mean, he is a better defender at this point. I mean, he's only 62, so he's not the greatest defender. But the thing I do like about Malone is that he does draw fouls pretty well. 56. What does Eaton do? Yeah, so I'm probably going to leave it as is. I mean, we're just going to have to take, best and worst of both, really. I mean, I think Eaton's fine marking Edwards. I think Malone's will struggle marking Nance, but I think if Malone can get the ball and score enough, then we have a chance here to cause Nance into some foul trouble. Yeah, I think so. I'm still mulling it, guys. I'm still mulling it. But look. So Edwards, 19 points. Nance. Yeah, I think so, because I think Edwards is really good at drawing fouls, so we don't want Malone to be fouled out at all. So I think we're going to go with it. Crucial game 6 here. Can we get the win that we need, or will we go to a game 7 in the first round of our first season here? Okay, so this is how we line up. Obviously, Stockton's out, Ricky Green is in, Hansen, Dantley, Malone, and Eaton. Basically hoping Dantley and Malone could carry us offensively. Hoping that we can stop Nance defensively is the main thing here. So let's go to the tip-off. Let's slow it down a little bit. We'll make sure the halftime report is on, which it is, and we're off. Okay, straight away a defensive foul. Immediately into foul there. Only hitting one of the 2 free throws though. So key for us is if we can slow them down defensively. Our offenses are probably not as good as the Suns, I would imagine. That's the main thing from us. Immediately a bit of fouls there for Larry Nance there. Yeah, we need Malone. We need Malone operating on all cylinders. So a bit closer, It's going to be tough for us to win this away on the road, but I'm quietly confident. I think we'll be okay. We need to force them into some turnovers as well. That's key for us. Hopefully, if we can force the likes of Davis and Adams to shoot the ball rather than Humphreys and Nance, we'll be in good shape. Looks like Hansen's had a good start to the game with 6 points. Oh, okay, we've taken out a nice early lead here. It's a good start from us. Just got to, if we can keep Adams shooting in 1 of 3, force Nance to give up the ball. That's a good start. Hansen's shooting well. Malone's not getting much of the ball inside though. We need to get him scoring. Forced them into 4 turnovers, which is a good start as well. Putting defensive pressure on them. Yeah. Also, forcing them different players to shoot is kind of crucial for us because if we can do that, we have a chance. Don't think we're going to win the rebounding battle. That was another thing I did look at before this episode, was whether there's a way we can do that. Come on, Dantley. We need Dantley shooting. He hasn't had a shot yet. he's been distributing pretty well actually. 3 assists, got on a point, I'm guessing, from a foul line shot. Couple of 3 rebounds. So been a close game. It's going to be a close game. I mean, two teams are pretty evenly matched on paper. I think Dantley, as we've said a couple of times now, is really the difference maker. If we can match them on the front court and Dantley can go off for like 25 points or something, then I think we're going to win this. But when he's not had a single shot for the first quarter, it doesn't look too well in that sense. So just taking an early lead here at the minute. It's all still to play for though. Still very early in this game. I sound quietly optimistic though. I do like this 2D engine though. It's quite good. It's nice. You can actually kind of see the play-by-play down here in terms of what's happening a little bit as well. Still close game, 1 point in it. Now they've taken a lead as in the first quarter. Okay, it's been a close game first quarter, I think. 1 point in it. Both teams putting a lot of full court pressure on though. It's interesting to see a lot of full court man pressure used by both teams. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Dantley, we're having to run into the ground a little bit here. He's completely knackered. You can see by the bar down here, but we're just having to run him into the ground. Unfortunately, just don't have any other option really. So it looks like they've taken a bit of a 7 point lead now. Yeah. Yeah, okay. This is not looking too good at the minute. They're starting to extend the lead. We've just got to keep them at bay. Keep them at bay to half time. If we can do that, we can get our players back healthy. Yeah, we're not shooting very well at the minute. 400. We're having a bit of a struggling streak here. Still keeping in those 6 points, 4 point game. They're kind of scoring a little bit at will at the minute. 61% field goal percentage. It looks like Larry Nance is just drawing fouls at will as well. I'm guessing Malone has hit foul trouble because he's not been in the game for a little while now. Still close though. We're still holding them, even though we've got, in terms of guys who've probably been our normal starting 5, we've got 3 of them out here at the minute, either foul trouble or resting. Okay, so Dantley has come back into the lineup. Down by 6-7 at the minute. Yeah, 6. Eight-point lead now for them. Come on, guys, we need to just get it back into sort of like 3 or 4 points gap at half time, and then we can come out and explode in the third quarter and get this over and done with. Just got to keep them at bay, keep us in it, keep us in the game. Easton and Green still, struggling for energy here at the minute. I mean, Green is just knackered. He's at lowest bar now, so. 5-point game though. Still lots to play for. Last 2 minutes of the half. Three-point game now. Come on. Okay, as soon as I say that, he calls a foul. Yeah, they're pretty much scoring at will. That's the problem. We need to get in at this half. We need to get our guys' energy back so we have a chance. Okay, so we're down by 6 at the half. We started fairly well. We kind of let them score at will second half, it looks like. Yeah, Malone only 7 minutes because of foul trouble. Look at that. That's what's causing us. If we'd have had him in, I reckon we'd have a chance. So we're probably not going to get him back for a little while. Which means I think that's why Robert's having to play significant minutes and Bailey as well. So it's down by 6. See if we have a chance. Let's see if we can come out the traps better off this second half, as we managed to steal and get a quick shot in there, and we managed to cause a load of fouls again. So Malone is back in now though on 3 fouls. So Dantley's only had 2 shots the entire game. That's very uncharacteristic. 7-point game though. Still close. Need to get Malone and Dantley the ball really to stand any chance of getting back into this. So yeah, 8-point game now at this point. I'm guessing Malone has hit foul trouble again because he's come straight back out. Larry Nance has just got the better of him, I think, in this game. Down by 7. We've kept them close though. I mean, we're still hanging around really. Despite us not particularly playing very well, we are hanging around against them. We have given them quite a lot of free throws actually. 34 free throws compared to our 23. Nine-point game now. Starting to eke out a bit of a lead here. Dantley only having 3 shots the entire game. That's really crazy. Come on, Dantley. We need a bit of Dantley magic, I think, for us to get back into this one. Down by 6. We haven't had a lead since the first quarter now in this game. Yeah, 10-point game now. So starting to get away from us. Just can't get close to him. Just think this one. I think this is going to be. I think we're going to get blown out here in a minute. I kind of feel the momentum is not quite with us. Yeah, slowly losing our grip on this game, I think. I mean, we're still in it. I mean, I suppose we're still in it to the fourth quarter. I guess 7 points is still achievable, but it's just they've kept us pretty much at that between 7 and 10 points for the majority of this game. Heading into the fourth quarter now, down by 8. Gonna need a bit of a miracle, I think, to get out of this one. Malone just hit foul trouble early on, and he's played hardly any minutes in this game. Yeah, I think we're going to have to really think about what we do for Game 7 here, guys, because Green and Dantley are basically playing with no energy, and in this game it basically means they make a lot more errors and don't shoot as well when they get to that stage. So we might have to think about changing up the rotation slightly to give them a bit more rest time early on, so that when we get to a situation like, not like this, but when we were a bit closer, altering it. So I'm going to speed up now, because I think 16 points, we're not going to get anywhere close to this. Yeah, we've been well and truly blown out here now. I think Malone not playing many minutes has caused us a bit of an issue. Larry Nance just had the better of him. So we're going to head to a Game 7. A Game 7 to end this episode. Are we going to hang on in this playoff series, or are we going to be right out of it? Yeah, so Larry Nance basically took over that game for them. So let's have a think. Let's have a think about what we're going to do here. So let's have a look. What are they running? I'm wondering whether we put Malone in at centre, Eaton in at power forward. Just mix it up and see whether that works. I think Dantley against Adams is a poor matchup for us. Maybe we put Dantley in at shooting guard. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we change you two round. We put Dantley in at shooting guard. Hanson, you can. Let's actually sim so we get onto our game actually before we think about this. So Pacers Knicks game 7. Can a rookie Patrick Ewing get them through? No, he can't. Pacers held out strong. No. Crazy game from Gus Williams there. 46 points, but not enough to get them through. So we head to our Game 7. So what I'm thinking, you're out, you're probable. So I think the obvious thing was, so this rotation didn't work at all for us. I'm going to put Dantley at shooting guard. I'm going to put Hanson at small forward. I'm going to put Eaton in at power forward. Bailey off the bench. Wilkins off the bench. We're going to have to run you guys, probably. We're going to have to go a little bit deeper than we have, because we've basically didn't have... Yeah. Okay, you're going to have to run you guys probably a little bit less than that, because you basically... were knackered. And that was not helpful for us. I think you can come in there in the first quarter. Run, yeah, you can come in there and probably come in there. A shooting guard. You can come in there and in there to give him a rest. Give Dantley a rest. Bailey, you can come in small forward a little bit more often than this. I think you come in like that. And then we'll run Eaton. I'm going to mix this up actually. Let's try something here. Let's rotate these guys around. So you can come in and play power forward there. Oh no, hang on there. And you can come in and play power forward there. And you can come in and play it there. So we'll rotate those guys around back to back, mix it up a little bit and force them to sort of mark different players hopefully. Wilkins, yeah, you're fine. Malone, you're fine. I think that's what we're going to go with. Crucial game 7 here. We're obviously going to watch it. AI is going to control. Can we win game 7 at home? Same lineups, same situation. Can we get it done? I'm going to probably sim the first half forward and then we'll get to the crunch time, I think, and see how we go. Key for us is basically we need Malone to stay on the court. Malone to stay on the court. Dantley needs to take shots. If we can do that, we have a chance. As we know last time, first quarter we came out pretty well. Second quarter, Phoenix Suns came back and kind of made it harder for us. And then from that point, they took a lead and we didn't catch them up. So hopefully if we can get to the half in the lead, we'll watch the final half and see how we get on. Yeah, as last game, we took a nice first quarter lead. So I'm not too worried about it. They kind of came back, which they are in a minute. It's now neck and neck. Oh, this is going to go down to the last game, isn't it? Last couple of minutes. Come on, guys. We can do it. Yeah, that's it. We want to stretch out that lead. That's good. Good. We want to stretch out the lead. Dantley's actually taking shots this game, which is crucial for us. Okay, good. We're going to hopefully take a little bit of a lead into the second half here if we stay up like this. Good. Right, nice. Nice. That's good. That's what I like to see. 8 points up at the half. We came out of a really good second quarter there. Malone managing to stay on the court a little bit. He still hit foul trouble. So did Hansen actually. But much better performance. Ricky Green giving him a little bit more of rest time is certainly paying dividends as well. So we're going to head back into the second half here. We're going to slow it down a little bit. Let's see how we get on. Up by 8. Can we hold out? Can we hold out and win this crucial Game 7 first round matchup here? Malone hitting 4 of 4 as well, so that's good to see. Dantley doing much better in a shooting guard. He's obviously Adams is obviously slightly too tall and too good defensively for him. Up by 9 at the minute. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. We can do this. Malone, much better performance actually against Edwards in there at centre. So Boston is currently knackered. That's fine though. I don't mind him being knackered and coming in and playing some minutes. Just basically it means that we give Green some breathing time because we just don't have anyone else. Who would have thought that the guy we picked up, I think in the second episode as a minimum signing free agent would be playing some serious playoff minutes for us. I certainly wouldn't have guessed against that, as we've taken a nice 17-point lead here. This is more like it. This is more like the Jazz team. Come on. Come on. Yeah, who would have thought though? Boston, guy we probably just brought in just because we had an injury, would actually be having significant minutes. Come on, we got to hold them here. 12 points up. Our energy levels are much better this game if you look at a comparison to the game 6 as well. I know Boston is knackered, but the others look much better. So it means the good thing about it now is we've got 14 points, so we've got some breathing space for our starters as well to have some serious rest time into that fourth quarter. And we are holding some of the Suns to a much better level of scoring as well. And for their key guys, we're forcing the likes of Humphreys to shoot it up. Come on, we just got to hold it off here. Forced him into 13 turnovers as well. That's good performance. 8 blocks and 8 steals from us. Wow. 15-point gap. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Nice. Dantley much better. He's actually had shots this game. I don't know why he didn't shoot the last game. It really was a bit of a mystery. Whether it was just because he just couldn't get open from Adams or not, I don't know. But in shooting guard, he's doing much better. And quite an interesting option actually, because thinking about it now, I'm already thinking about off-season, but thinking about it, we could move Dantley to shooting guard and then possibly bring in one of these elite scoring wings that are quite prevalent in the league at this era. Because we will have some cap space, and I'm sure we'll talk about that in future episodes. But we've taken a nice lead here, which is good. Yeah, so Larry Nance 2 of 6, so he's obviously struggling a lot more against Eaton in that rotation. So yeah, we've held them to 75 points. That's a much better defensive performance from us. 11 blocks, 10 steals. Wow. Mark Eaton, 11 points, 11 rebounds, 6 blocks and 4 steals. Wow. What a defensive juggernaut he is. So hopefully, come on, we can hold out this lead. Keep it going, guys. Come on. 16 points. Just got to keep it up. Oh, they're making a bit of a comeback now. 14 points. Eaton's knackered. Or 15 points. 14 points, sorry, not 15 points. Come on guys, 5 minutes left. We can do this. We can win this crucial game 7. We can get into the second round. We can make some noise in this playoffs. Four minutes to go, up by 12. Come on. Should be alright now. We should be okay now at this stage. Much better performance from our team. Much better. That's the kind of defense that I'd expect us to be playing though. Forcing them to 17 turnovers this game. We've got 12 steals, 11 blocks. That's madness. I think we've got it. I think we've got it, guys. 2 minutes to go. We're up by 10. Come on. 9-point game. 10-point game. Yeah, nice. I think we're going to be okay here. I think we're okay. We're gonna win this game 7. I can see it. 10 points. We should be okay now. Yeah, 36 seconds to go. I think we've got it, guys. Winner of game 7 in the first round against the Phoenix Suns. We've knocked them out. We're going into the second round. Yeah. Ricky Green with a great performance there. 23 points, 8 assists. We've done it. We're going to end the episode on a high as we go into round 2. Should we find out who we've got in round 2? So we are going to be facing the Warriors, the top-ranked team in the league. So yeah, tune into that one because that's going to be fascinating to watch. They knocked out the Lakers, the Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Lakers, who were the 8th seed. They've knocked them out. We're going to be focusing on that for our next game and our next episode. See whether we can beat the number 1 seed and get into the conference finals.